it was honestly the writing. It was so funny. It was so heartfelt. It was something very meta because it was something I was kind of going through. Still kind of going through the same situation, but I could just relate to the lead character so much. All the characters were great, but the lead character, I was like, wow, I've never seen a character like this. So that was one thing that just popped up, and I was like, wow, we have to make this. Now, I wasn't sure, at what capacity I was going to be involved because, I produce, I direct. I act, I write, and I've been collaborating with Josefina Lopez, the writer, for a long time. So she's the one that suggested, well, why don't you star in it? And I said, yeah, that would be great. Okay. And why don't you direct it? And I was like, what? Okay, sure. Because she knows I love challenges. I'm someone, because I've been in the business for a long time. Things that are easy for me, I'm like, yeah, I could do it, but what for? I've been there, done that. So I really thought, what a great challenge to actually, do a feature film that you get to star in and direct and produce. And we got it done with a lot of hard work.
And for those who don't know, Josefina Lopez did Real Women Have Curves, won Sundance, is this iconic indie film writer. So many people look up to her. If you know Real Women Have Curves, that is Josefina. And considering you were behind the camera and in front of the camera, what challenges did that bring?
Oh, a lot of challenges. Thank God for the monitor. It's so hard to. It's like right now. It's like I'm looking at you. I'm not looking to see what I look like. So imagine doing that while you're directing, and then you're like, wait, but what do I look like? You really have to trust your DP. You have to do playback. So the challenges were the time. You were very limited with time because it's an independent feature. And sometimes if I knew I had it, and that's the thing about a director that I've shadowed a lot of wonderful directors, Oscar award nominated directors, all kinds of directors, and the one thing they always say is like, know what you want, know how to get it, and know when you have it. Like, move on. So I was very confident in that, which I think surprised a couple. I had an instance where an actor was like, "Can I get another take?" And I was like, "Why? We got it. It was brilliant. Like we got it in two takes," which is honestly what every actor should aspire to, because if you've been on a real primetime network show, you only get two takes. If you're lucky, you might get a third, but that's it. So even in my auditions now, I'm like, I will tape for two takes. If I can't do it in two, I'm like, I should not be doing this gig. I'm not ready. Let me prepare a little more before I try to self tape, before I try to audition, because really time is of the essence. You were on set, that the time flies, especially if you're doing an exterior and the sun is setting. I mean, I can't wait for someone to rehearse on set and get their lines. I need them to just come in, okay, ready, let's go, let's do it. So that was the challenge, was really the time, and just trusting that I got what I needed from my own performance, while at the same time, keeping my eye on everybody else's performance, and just making sure that the story was gonna, come to life in the same tone. That's one thing that a lot of people don't talk about, aesthetic wise. I love tone. Are we in the same script? Are we in the same story? Are we in the same, type of comedy? Because there's all kinds of comedy, right? There's big slapstick comedy, there's pratfalls, then there's subtle comedy, there's dry comedy, there's all kinds of genres, subgenres. So that's the one thing that was really challenging, was just to make sure that we are still all on the same exact page, which I'm spearheading, but I can't see what I look like unless I want to go do a playback, which takes time.
Yeah, I feel like your set, I'm so grateful that I got to work with you. But one of my favorite things that working with you was that we moved so fast and you knew exactly what you wanted. I didn't have to guess. It was like, this is what I want and let's do it. And when you were auditioning actors, obviously, so Yelena, she did self tapes. And what were you looking for in the self tapes?
Oh, that's a great question. So we actually had 13,000 actors audition. We didn't have that many roles. Thank God for a casting director. Julian Ortega literally like looked through every single one, because I was like, wow, how am I going to get through 13,000 tapes, what I was looking for, by the time they got filtered down and they came down to me, first and foremost, I look at the first picture. Does it pop out? Does it look like the character that I'm looking for? Is there something interesting? Like right now, I'm looking at you, the way you're set up right now with the crown, with the pink. Like, if that was the picture that you sent me for the character that you are playing, that you played in the movie, I would be like, I have to watch this tape.